etc. And this is my book that I completed for the Cottage Chic challenge. I'm going to go through this really quick because I keep going over 10 minutes. And so if I go too fast, I'm sorry. I'll try and do a video later on in parts to go over things in more detail. But essentially, here's the cover. I had cut out the frame and inserted this vintage child underneath and colored in with Copics around the frame and embellished with sayed and pearls, the Prima flowers, Prima flower centers. Here's the side of my book. And this was a little compartment that I created on top of my hardback book covers. I had painted them with burnt umber cream paint and the crackle medium. And here is my little compartment that holds my postcards that I made. And I just used brads and buttons as my closure, something pretty simple. And this was one of the tags that I had made into a transparency, and more of the tags made into transparencies that I used, overlaying this cute little image that I had of this vintage child. And on this one, I had taken one of the pages from the kit and cut out the eggs and backed them with chipboard to create a 3D effect, and then embossed. And there's the back. Again, another tag that I had made into a transparency. And I'm just going to go real quick through the inside of it here. Here's one of the envelopes that I had enlarged, and just took and cut out this bird from a scrap piece I had and backed it with chipboard to create again a 3D effect. Used some fibers for the nest and embellished it. And my tag, I had originally run these out on an inkjet printer, and as you can see, the color difference between laser and inkjet, I had Staples do my laser prints for me, and they did a really good job on them. But my inkjet printouts, I didn't want to waste them, so felt they made great little tags. And then on the back here, I embossed and used rub and buffs and distress inks. And more transparencies that I had made that I had as pockets to hold the tags from the kit, and then stamped the back with one of Tim Holtz's stamps. Again, keeping the theme of the vintage children that I had used in my book. This is one of the tags from the kit that I had enlarged and made into a transparency, and used another one as part of a pocket. And then made this cute little tag with one of the stamps from Tim Holtz. And then one of the tags that I had made into a transparency with the bird cage. It looks like she's holding the top of the bird cage, and thought it turned out really cute. And these are the Prima vintage trinkets, which I love, and I hope they come back out with them. Absolutely love them. Little pocket that I had made with one of the tags. And this was some leftover transparency that I had embossed and then used alcohol inks and stickles. More tags. These other tags I used from the French Kiss Whatnots by Glitz. And this was one that was from the same collection, and I just cut out the chair and applied tacky glue and glossy accents to create kind of an epoxy-like effect, and then added in the rhinestones and backed it with chipboard to create that 3D effect. And on the flap here, I just used some rub-ons and scraps that I had of trim and papers, and then the sayed and pearls. Another cute little tag. And then the transparency that I had made with one of the tags in the kit. I'm overlaying the top there. And then on this page, this was a transparency I had on hand that I thought it tied in really well with Marian's Cottage Chic collection. But here's some of the tags from the kit. And one I had made into a transparency, and the other was just printed out in its original state. And I didn't enlarge these. These were the actual size from the download. And just another tag that I enlarged and had made into a transparency. Add a little rub on there. More tags. And on this page, I used one of my Sizzix dies to make the frame and embossed it. Here I used my Copics to color in the roosters, coordinating them with the trim colors I used in my book. And here's another envelope from the kit. And a little tag that I had made. And these are just some rub-ons that I had on hand that I used on the pages in the envelope, and more here. And this was a transparency frame I had that I attached over the page. Another transparency that I made from one of the pages. And more tags. And this one I applied, I had just applied a rub-on and then a transparency over it. And embossed the back. And then I applied this clip that has this magnet, and it actually sticks to the charms that I have on this page that I made from this tablet, or that I made this tablet with from the kit. This was one of the tags and made it into a transparency, and then used some of the journal ledger paper and cut it to size to create my little journaling tablet. And I added these jump rings and charms. And here's another envelope that I had enlarged and cut out an egg, again, backed it with chipboard, creating a 3D effect, and embellished with fibers and stickles, feather, rosette. Another tag. And here I applied some rub-ons, embossed, and distress inks. And these are some flaps that I had made with the Whatnots from the French Kiss collection. And then just stamped the back. And loved the transparencies. I loved the look and the effect of it. And then this was one of the other envelopes in the kit, and I had taken this chandelier drop and applied a rub-on, which transferred on backwards, but thought that it had a really cool effect and tied in nicely with the design on the envelope. And then just used little scraps of trim and the Satan pearls to complete it. And there's that tag, and that is pretty much my Cottage Chic book. I'm just about at 10 minutes, so I'm going to end it there. And thank you for watching.